Good morning from the Magic Kingdom. It's cold, but it's a sunny, clear day. Very excited. We're gonna go to Tomorrowland. Walk up the Ozzy Osbourne stairs. If you know, you know. They got this whole thing blocked off right now. Not as busy as I thought. Very windy. A lot of us thought in the year 2025 it would be more experimental than it is, you know, especially people like Walt Disney who thought, you know, there's gonna be an Epcot, there's gonna be a Tomorrowland type utopia. We never really got that. I mean, we do have smart cities, do have things that are very modern now that we kind of overlook that are very futuristic. But let's head over to Tomorrowland and see if today's standards of Tomorrowland compare to yesteryear's standards with how they really are pushing the futuristic look. You know, is it difficult nowadays to make a modern Tomorrowland? Or should we go back to a retro style and kind of make it more kitschy and, you know, more of a fantasy thing? That's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be matching up photos and everything. Now, let's take a closer look. Now, I got this photo from retrowdw.com. Check out their channel and their website. They've got a ton of good archival photos and videos. Good friends of mine. But this is Tomorrowland, early Tomorrowland. You can see they used to have a place where you could relax right there. And they got rid of the spires on both sides. This is around the same angle. This is modern day. I kind of miss the spires in a way. Because the Tomorrowland sign is cool, the new one that you go under, but it's kind of small. But right over here to the right, down here, it used to be a little place you could sit, kind of like how they have at Disneyland. And I found out something new today. The dragon right here, I love this topiary dragon. It actually mist out of his nostrils, like smoke, just like the Lego one at Disney Springs. That one is based off this. But let's head over into Tomorrowland. All right, walking into Tomorrowland, I'm gonna insert the photo. You can see the spires, and it's so crazy. The rockets were the old school USA, the white ones, the white and black and red. Everything just looked a little more futuristic back in that day, you know? And these little spires right here are cool, but they're not as cool as the ones that used to sit right across the way here on both sides of the entrance. Now we've got these like weird blue rocks that look like they're supposed to be from Galaxy's Edge. They kind of look the same too. Would you believe me if I told you we were in the same spot as this photo? Kind of wild, right? So much has changed. I will say these signs though are exactly like they were in 1971. When they brought these back, I was kind of excited because I'd seen them in photographs. Now this is what it looked like when it was If You Had Wings, now Star Command headquarters for Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger spin. And there's a wall to my right, which is why I can't match this up exactly, but you kind of get the idea. And then this was when it was Mission to Mars. Same location. Just a different attraction. Now they're currently working on the rockets. I'm excited to see what they bring. I miss the old ones. I miss the way they looked. There was a certain spunk to them. It felt like you were actually in a real rocket. But it is weird seeing it. It's kind of like it's under construction, but this is how it looked when they were building this. Yeah, it's called the Astro Orbiter. I call it the rockets. Forgive me. I've been calling it that since I was a kid because that's what it is. It's the rockets. This one was my favorite find. Just the composition of the photo and everything. It's really cool. But it was taken right back over here. I'm going to match up the best I can. Yeah, this is about it. You can see the Astro Orbiter, the original Astro Orbiter. How much this has changed. It used to be completely white, the whole track. I think the ceiling on the inside was yellow. That might have been the color from the photo, though. A lot of palm trees out here, and this random plant, this tree that's sitting out here in front of the souvenir pennies, was not here. A lot has changed. So I think this was 1971. It's pretty wild. A lot has changed in this area. See, I like these kind of plants, these trees here in Tomorrowland. I think they fit in, especially right here in front of the Carousel of Progress. I love this sign, the way it looks. I think they should theme the rest of Tomorrowland from this paint job they did on the Carousel of Progress a couple of years ago. And more of these trees. And there's a futuristic water fountain. I feel like they could come up with something new. In the Galactic Gateway stage over here. It's neat. It looks a lot better at night. But I think they could have some kind of futuristic show. What if we brought back the old Disneyland show, the man on the rocket, and show him flying around? That'd be cool. Yeah, I love the way Joffrey's looks too. When they built this, I was like, bravo, Disney. Right behind it is the bathroom that used to be the platform for the Skyway. Let's go check it out, the old Skyway buckets. If you want palm trees in Tomorrowland, I think this is the only kind of palm tree you're gonna get. Right here used to be the Skyway bucket entrance. You can see the Skyway buckets taking off, going to and fro's on the second floor of this. And then when it closed, there was a photo taken right here, and they still had the waterfall, but no more Skyway buckets. So there used to be a waterfall right down here. That's gone. All of that's gone. And the Skyway buckets used to be right up here, and it would take you to the other side where the Rapunzel bathrooms are. The tangled bathrooms, I guess. There used to be two astronauts, I think it was two or three, on a rocket right here in front of Space Mountain. It was right up here on the pole. This attraction just turned 50 years old. Kind of crazy. 50 years of Space Mountain. The Thirst Ranger over here, the cool scanner. I love it. This used to be a prop that was used in the movie Flight of the Navigators. You can sort of see the way the sun hits. But they kind of fixed it up, used it as a prop. I believe the other one sits on the backlot tour in Euro Disney, if I'm correct. But that's it up there. Filming prop from Flight of the Navigator. Kind of cool. Underneath this futuristic drink place. They should do more of this, I'm telling you. This used to let out water. I believe it still does in the summertime. I love this little DVC building here. I wish you could see the flying saucer a little better. But the paint scheme they've got going on here is fantastic, I will say. We need more of this in Tomorrowland. See, I love the flying saucer there. It's amazing. Gonna continue the journey around Tomorrowland and show you some more cool paint job stuff. Inside Anti-Gravities and Merchant of Venus. There's a lot of really cool artwork that they've put in here. A lot of them I can't see because there are families seated and I don't want to bother them. And I'm wondering what they're going to do with Stitch. The Galactic personnel only this way, but I love the paint job here. That's like the coolest thing. But they're still using it for break space, I guess. Because there goes a cast member inside. That's a bummer. Kind of wish this would reopen. I did like Stitch. Call me crazy, call me weird. But it was something fun and unique. Alright, Peoplemover. Let's take a full ride around Tomorrowland. I really get a kick out of these video surveillance, old school cameras. It's amazing. Just the style of the camera is cool, right? And I've always liked the platform here of the Peoplemover, and how you use the stairs to get up to the Astro Orbiter. But here we go.
This is the TTA Blue Line.
The Blue Line.
Around Tomorrowland.
Man, look at that from up here. I'm excited. I'm sure Disney has already said they're just going to be updating some things. But it would be really cool to see some modernization on it.
Travelers.
Greetings.
Welcome aboard the Peoplemover, presented by Enterprise.
Enterprise. Enterprise also sponsors Tron. So that's interesting. Enterprise is kind of taking over. There is a lot to see up here.
There's really nothing like today in Tomorrowland.
See, I think we get a reader Stitch.
If you have
There's
wings,
nothing.
jetpacks, or gravity
If you had wings, I love that.
Please do not take flight while on board. Thank you.
Yeah, there's Stitch. I do miss that attraction.
The next station is
Here we come around.
Tomorrowland Urban Planning and Star Traders.
Yeah, urban planting.
Green and red line.
Don't worry, your express train keeps
There's the shot right there of the castle. I love that shot. All right, let's see urban planting here. Well, of course, I'm going to be looking over here at Walt Disney's original idea for Progress City.
Dream for a community of tomorrow. Did you know Progress City inspired?
There it is. We did know that.
Ideas throughout Walt Disney World. Look, there's even a tiny Peoplemover.
There is. And a church. There probably is a tiny ORAC. Just gotta look over here now. The other side.
On your right,
Pan Galactic Pizza.
Home to the greatest goods in the galaxy, except actual stars.
And here's Star Traders. I do miss when Mickey say, "It's out of this world." In the Tomorrowland Speedway, I love you, but I want you to be little rockets. I want you to look like little rockets.
Tron Light Cycle Run.
Something futuristic. Because I love these, but it's just, I don't know. It needs to be a little more Tomorrowlandy. But don't get rid of it. Don't you dare get rid of it. Safe to say that Astro Orbiter is a big focus here in Tomorrowland. Space Mountain and Tron are kind of like the mountains in the distance, if you will. I do like Tron Light Cycle. I've gotten to ride that, I think, 3 times now. 3 different times. It's totally worth it. We're gonna head inside Space Mountain. One can only hope that the lights will be on at Space Mountain. Either way, I can try out the low light in really, really dark places. Here we go.
Starport 75.
Starport 75.
Our high-speed rocket port to distant deep space destinations.
He had opened in 75, which is why it's called Starport 75. Let's see what these astronauts look like on the camera. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Wow. I love the way Space Mountain smells. Yeah, Starport 75. 75 when this attraction opened. That was 50 years ago. You look down, you can see where you used to walk out. You still walk out that way. I don't say used to. But it's cool to look down there and see it. Yeah, hover camping. That's what I want to do, go hover camping. But here we go. I cannot see a thing. Don't adjust your computer, smartphone, or TV dial. I was really hoping I could show you the asteroid cookie that's in here. And I think it's Edna Disney who brought it. Maybe not Edna. It's probably Diane or Lillian Disney. But they say the construction workers took a photo of it because they used to bring chocolate chip cookies. And there's a chocolate chip cookie asteroid in here. I've seen it. Abby has seen it. I showed it to her. Showed it to several people. It exists. I really hope the story's true. It's always funny when someone's wearing a Mickey ear. As you're riding this, you can see the silhouette as you come out through the tunnel. Here we are back.
Mr. Tom Morrow, Please
in
contact the
Tomorrowland.
control tower to confirm your flight to the moon. Thank you.
Who knows what the future of Tomorrowland is? Enterprise has got a good hand in it with
Attention all visitors from
some
Galaxy
attractions.
S31. Please keep forward-facing tentacles clear of oncoming
Yeah, keep
vehicles.
your tentacles facing forward so you don't bump into the vehicle right here. Another look this side of the beautiful Tomorrowland, the great big beautiful Tomorrowland. Yeah, the Skyway buckets used to come from right there, and they would go across the way.
Attention all visitors.
To your right is the Astro Orbiter, our celestial symbol.
There it is, the Astro Orbiter.
Tomorrowland for a
And the
spin.
Thirst Ranger over there. You can see those palm trees I was talking about, but the Joffreys, man, it's so cool. I love they brought back that style. It's classic. And a long time ago, oh yeah, there's the platform there for the Skyway buckets next to Space Mountain.
The next
And
station is
this,
Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress.
This tree line here used to not be as high. You could actually see the contemporary very, very well over here. Now you get just a quick glimpse, and there it is. Until you head to Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress, which I absolutely love. Some more views up here. As you can see, this is really putting a damper on Tomorrowland, the construction here. And Stitch is meeting out here today. See Stitch right over there. But the lines are kind of outrageous today here in Tomorrowland. The weather is very, very nice today in Central Florida. All right, here we go in. Calling all Space Rangers. I rode Buzz Lightyear the other night with Abby. Didn't film, but we rode, and it was so much fun. It needs some love, but this lady here in the barber chair, in the salon chair, she has a hidden Mickey on her belt. If you didn't know, now you know. Yeah, here's Buzz. I love Buzz. It'd be cool to have some modern technology with the concept, though. Like Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, use some of that with Buzz. It'd be kind of cool. Does anyone know what used to be on the left-hand side here? You can clearly see there's a window. You see the reflection there. Does anyone remember what it was? And does anyone know why they took it out? I love when I ask questions in the videos and you guys actually comment. It lets me know you're watching. And there it is. One more beautiful shot from Tomorrowland. I adore Tomorrowland, I really do. This was a lot of fun.
Now approaching Tomorrowland Transit Authority Station.
My fellow sentient life forms.
And the laugh. They didn't talk about the laugh floor here on the Peoplemover. That's very interesting.
Pleasure to have you aboard. And even though we've concluded, this is always my favorite part. Because now is
The time, now is the best time. I love that. There's construction right there. You can see what they're doing.
See you in the future.
That's cool. I don't ever do construction updates, but wow, you can see everything down there. That's interesting to see what it looks like. What a fun time on the Peoplemover. I love the Tomorrowland Transit Authority, the Peoplemover. I think we're almost finished here in Tomorrowland. Just a few more short things to look at. Well, not short, quick. I do love the font, the paint job, and everything about Star Traders. The way they redid this. Yeah, I think it's fantastic. It's a fantastic paint scheme. And if you thought I was going to come to Tomorrowland and not visit the best lounge singer in this galaxy, Mr. Sunny Eclipse, you got another thing coming. They used to have a live band here, and there's actually a mechanism underneath Sunny Eclipse that he can go down into utilidors. That's how the band used to come up and down, just like they have at Disneyland. I love this song. Hello, Space Angel. All right, Sonny, I gotta go before I get a copyright strike. Ta-ta. Yeah, the rock work here looks just like Galaxy's Edge. I do like this. The Loyal Order of Little Green Beans is proud to present Leonard Bernstein conducts the Martian Pops Orchestra. That's him. That's Leonard. This is pretty cool stuff. If you like actually read this stuff. Special guest stars, Sirius, Centauri, and Procyon. And this is like the more steampunk Tomorrowland they had going on. That was more at Disneyland, but this poster always reminded me of it. This is while in Tomorrowland, stay at the Tomorrowland Towers. We're far above the rest, the Hover Hotel. 3 miles directly above Tomorrowland on the Atmosphere 3 Skyway exit. While you're here, look us up. I love that kind of stuff. And the Tomorrowland Terrace is used strictly now for special events, fireworks shows, the dessert party. I've done it. I did it way back in the day when it was very cheap. I think it was like $25 a person when I did it. All you can eat dessert, drinks. Tinkerbell flies right over you here. It's cool. It really is cool, but it's been a long time. But that's what they use this for. And no one can forget the purple wall. I see Stitch here on the side of it. Hello. He's talking to me. I think he scans my magic band still. And I remember a time when everyone was taking photos in front of these purple walls. I wish we could walk over and see these posters as well. There's one for the Astro Orbiter, an antique rocket show. For some reason, this whole queue next to Stitch never opened. It's a good place to take photos. I will say the rock work looks amazing over here with all the architecture. But it does remind me of Galaxy's Edge. Alright, Tomorrowland, this was a lot of fun. I'll see you in the future. What a fun day, heading back to the ferry boat. It's fun from time to time to go to the park and go to a specific land like Tomorrowland or Adventureland or Frontierland and take some photos and match them up. See how much has changed. See if I like the changes. I'm glad I brought you guys along. There goes the General Joe Potter. I believe we're on the Joe Fowler. Heading back. What a fun day. I'll see you guys on the next episode where I actually check in to the Tomorrowland Towers. It's going to be a lot of fun. Stay weird. Goodbye.